What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Catacombs. So, excuse me for my voice; it's a little hoarse right now. But anyway, you saw the thumbnail, so you already know what time it is. Like, I'm sure a lot of you have already seen this Senator Mack, um, the senator twerking on the beach and saying "Vote for me" at the end of her video. She made a response, and we're gonna get to that. Um, there's a lot of she's getting a lot of heat for this, and rightfully so, in my opinion. You are a sitting senator, and there's just certain behaviors that is expected of you. Let's just be honest here. You can't just do any and everything that you want and not be judged for it. From what I've noticed is that a lot of women are just in this mode where they feel that they should just be able to do any and everything that they see fit without judgment, without anything. And especially the sexual thing. And that's another thing too that really kills me is that a lot of women are pissed. They get pissed off, and they say things like, "Well, men sexually objectify us" and all this other shit. It's like, well, hang on a second. You come out the house looking like that. You come out the house with the two-piece bikini. You have the form-fitting clothes on. You're doing everything imaginable to get attention to yourself. How you wear it, how you move, how you talk about things, how you dance, all of it. There are entire podcasts that talk about nothing but sex, ran by women, and then they have the audacity to say, "Well, you're a man. Why are you sexually objectifying me?" Well, anytime I see you, you're wearing clothes that are sexually enticing. You're talking about sex. You're dancing very sexually, and that happens a lot more often when it comes to black women dancing really, really provocatively. And then you have the audacity to get mad at me for thinking about sex when you're doing all of that. Are you kidding me? If I'm a man and I'm heterosexual and I am looking for women to get down with, I mean that's the biggest part of that's one of the biggest parts of life. How can you possibly be mad at me for looking at you sexually, especially if you're doing sexual things and speaking about sexual things? Am I just supposed to not ever feel any urges? Ever think of you laying on your back? If you are giving me the material to the imagery to use I mean, come on. How does that work? And that's not something that we should be looking at or thinking about when it comes to uh, uh, our leaders, senators, presidents. I mean, come on, man. Like this, just bare minimums, man. You gotta have some type of standard. What these women are arguing for, and it's really only coming from women. And you have the simps that are enabling this, and you have especially you have black Democrats that have to go with any and everything that Democrats say. If Democrats start saying tomorrow that, hey, pedophilia is not really pedophilia, it's just a different type of love, I guarantee you'll have a bunch of black Democrats coming in to defend it because they just have to. If it's going against anything conservative or Republican, because that's two different things, they will go against it. And no. I refuse to jump into that. But this woman, Senator Mack, actually responded. And I kind of want to get into that right now.
This is tacky. This is lazy. What? Baby girl. Baby girl. No.
She's trying so hard, man. So hard to justify it, man. It's like, come on, man. I don't have a problem with you twerking on the beach with your family and friends. I don't have a problem with it. I think that the main issue is you posting it on your TikTok. And I seen one comment where somebody said, well, this wasn't for public consumption. Well, what do you mean not for public consumption? She put it on her public TikTok for the public to see. But somehow it's not for public consumption. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Oh, this ain't it. This ain't it. Do y'all really just be coming on the internet without knowing how to do a simple Google search. I'm a state senator, baby girl.
And
the United States got nothing to do with me.
you're a
She ain't
state
got nothing to
senator
do with me.
in the United States government. So it kind of has everything to do with you. That makes no sense. She's probably gonna start talking. She's gonna start talking about her Ivy League degrees and all that stuff. Guaranteed.
She ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know why I'm justifying this with a response, but LOL. I literally won my election 60% to 40%. I'm looking to get reelected. Bye. I'm trying to.
I've never even heard of this woman before this scandal. That's crazy. It's the wildest thing. Now I will say this: negative press does get a lot more traction than positive press, and that goes for both sides. so yeah, there have been including her. There have been people, including her, who've complained about that. But that's just how it is.
Determine which point of envy are these people mad at? Is it the Ivy League degree? Is it the sitting?
I told you, the Ivy League degree. Like, listen, man. And I really only see this, like, I'm sure other women do it too, but black women are so loud when it comes to their degrees and stuff like that. You know, like, I'm a PhD. You know, like, y'all, like, I know that you're proud of it, and that's fine, but yo, that does not prove that you are actually intelligent. It just proves that you can read a bunch of books and take the test and pass it. Does that mean you're actually intelligent and really have critical thought? No, I don't see it. Some of y'all are good at debating, though. I'll tell you that. But you don't really have to. You grow up a black woman, you pretty much get constant training and arguing with people. But yeah, keep going.
State senator? Is it the bodacious body? Because like the hate is real and abundant. I believe
So any criticism is hate. That's what I'm saying. Any criticism, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter if the behavior that you're criticizing is bad or really bad, if you criticize at all, you are hating. Got it.
I believe the word that you meant to use was reelected. It won't get me reelected. And it probably will because my constituents freaking love that I'm a real person and fun and, not a robot. Platform, baby. I wear them and I pass them. Next. Honey, baby, this ain't it because I have an Ivy League degree and I'm a sitting state senator. It's not about what I'm wearing. It's not about what I'm doing. They won't respect me regardless.
And that's another thing too that I've been hearing too. They're gonna do it regardless. Then why give them any more ammunition?
I'm trying to determine which point of envy.
You're just giving them more ammunition, and the world sees
degree?
this.
Is it
we
the
look
sitting
like
state senator?
fools,
is it
man.
the bodacious body? Because
like black people
the
are
hate is real and abundant.
It's like every imaginable
the word that you meant to use
behavior
was
that's
reelected.
negative or detrimental to our community is embraced,
and it probably will because my
celebrated
constituents
by the community.
love that I'm a real
so
person.
If it's fucking up the community,
and
keep
not a
doing
robot.
No
Platform,
problem.
baby. I wear them and I pass them.
If it keeps us demoralized, keeps us destabilized, keeps us
next
messed up, keep on
baby,
doing it. Thumbs up.
This ain't it because yes, we absolutely need more people spreading joy, positivity, and humor in this in these trying times.
I do agree with that though. But does it have to be does it have to be in a really professional environment like that? Do your professional work and go and then do it outside of that. Keep it private. Have your fun. No one's saying not to have fun. Just why are you doing it? And then you attached it to your re-election campaign. Come on, man. Have your fun, but keep your work and that shit separate. Like, I don't get it.
I'm glad I got to enjoy my paid time off. Please do not hop on to the internet in 2022 as if the insurrection did not happen. Go talk to an insurrectionist. Go talk to y'all's old president. Don't come to me with this nonsense. Please. Am I surprised that the internet is more ready to talk about me twerking upside down on America's birthday yesterday than they are ready to talk about any of the policy wins I had this year or any of the other accomplishments that I've had outside of the Senate chamber?
I do want to talk about one of her bills that she was involved with sexual education and queer this and stuff like. I'm still confused about queer. I've heard that being queer is you're confused. I mean, after I mean, like, come on. After a while, she's a grown woman at this point, and she considers herself queer. I would say, well, are you still queer? Are you still confused? Either you're gay or you're not at this point. I mean, am I tripping? Either you're gay or you're not at this point. You're almost 30 years old. I think you would have figured this out by this point. You know, um, that's even if the definition is what I think it is, which is confused. That's wondering, questioning, and stuff like that. That's what I've heard. The definition of queer is. All right.
Inside of the Senate chamber, I'm not surprised.
Oh yeah, no, that bill was talking about sexual pleasure education for kids. I don't know, man. I think this is getting a little too far, and it's like every Democrat is like forced to like agree with this. Like we have kids, the country as a whole, especially in the black community, like especially in the black community, we have kids that are falling way behind the rest of the world, way behind, and these people are talking about funding programs for queer, LGBTQ education, sex education, and not just understanding the reproductive system, but sex education to the point where it's like, well, we want to teach you how to pleasure yourself or teach you about the pleasures of sex and how to pleasure others. It's like, yo, hold on a second, man. Human beings inherently know that sex is pleasurable. I don't think it needs to be taught in schools, middle schools, elementary schools, even high schools. Sex education in high school is fine to teach about the reproductive system, fair. But you start getting into the other situations like pleasure, it's like, yo, that's something that's outside of the public school system. That's something that's different. You learn that shit on your own time. I mean, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? That was the bill that I first saw that she's talking about, that she was involved with.
I'm not surprised that they would rather talk about me shaking my ass. The consistency and the dedication in which the media decides to target black queer women.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the intent right there. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna stop the video there. But like, she literally said black queer women. Like she hit you with three different groups that are like forbidden to be criticized. Black, well, that's not really true, but queer and woman. So queer and women, you can't criticize. You can't say anything bad about because everyone will come at you and try to tear your head off. It's ridiculous. But I'm gonna leave it there, man. I don't know what's coming. I don't know what the world's coming to, but it's starting to really disturb me. But yeah, until the next one, y'all be easy.